Imagine walking alone on a deserted road, the only sound being the creaking of trees and the distant hum of a car. Suddenly, you stumble upon a body, lifeless and cold. This is the chilling reality that the people of Lake County faced, and it's a story that will haunt you long after the credits roll. You find yourself standing at the edge of a dense forest, the moonlight casting an eerie glow on the trees. The year is 1995, and the small town of Lake County is about to be shaken to its core. A young woman has gone missing, and as the search party combs through the woods, they stumble upon a gruesome discovery. The body of a 25-year-old woman, brutally murdered and left to rot in the underbrush. The investigation is ongoing, but the leads are scarce, and the community is gripped with fear. As you walk through the forest, the rustling of leaves and snapping of twigs beneath your feet serve as a reminder that you're not alone. The killer may still be out there, watching and waiting. The question is, who is this monster, and what drove them to commit such a heinous crime? As the days turn into weeks, the town of Lake County is plagued by a sense of unease. The police are working around the clock to find the killer, but every lead seems to end in a dead end. It isn't until a month later, when a second body is discovered, that the investigation takes a drastic turn. The victim, a 30-year-old man, was found in a similar state to the first, with no signs of forced entry or struggle. The only clue is a small piece of fabric caught in the bushes near the crime scene. As you examine the fabric, you notice it's a rare type of material, only found in a few stores across the country. The question is, did the killer intentionally leave this clue, or was it a mistake? You're getting closer to the truth, but the killer is still one step ahead. The investigation is now in full swing, with detectives working around the clock to piece together the evidence. You're sitting in the police station, surrounded by stacks of files and crime scene photos. The air is thick with tension as the detectives discuss their latest findings. They've managed to track down a suspect, a man with a history of violent behavior, but as they dig deeper, they realize that nothing is as it seems. The suspect has a solid alibi, and the evidence against him is circumstantial at best. As you pore over the files, you start to notice a pattern. The victims all had one thing in common: they were last seen at a local bar on the night of their murder. The question is, was this a coincidence, or was the killer targeting specific individuals? You're getting closer to the truth, but the killer is still hiding in the shadows. As the investigation continues, a shocking twist throws everything off balance. A third body is discovered, but this time, it's not just any victim. It's the daughter of a prominent businessman in the community. The police are under pressure to solve the case, and the suspect is still at large. But as you delve deeper into the evidence, you start to notice inconsistencies in the story. The victim's family seems hesitant to cooperate, and the businessman's alibi for the night of the murder is shaky at best. The question is this a case of a serial killer, or is something more sinister at play? You're about to uncover a web of secrets and lies that will leave you questioning everything. The town of Lake County is in mourning, as the community comes to terms with the latest tragedy. The police are working around the clock to find the killer, but the trail has gone cold. As you walk through the streets, you notice a sense of fear and unease in the air. The residents are on edge, wondering if they'll be the next victim. The question is, will the killer strike again, or has the police finally closed in on their suspect? You're about to find out, but be warned, the truth is more shocking than you ever imagined. It's been years since the last body was found, and the case has gone cold. But as new evidence comes to light, the investigation is reopened, and the suspect is finally charged. You're sitting in the courtroom, listening to the verdict, as the judge delivers the sentence. The suspect is found guilty, and the community can finally breathe a sigh of relief. But as you look into the eyes of the killer, you can't help but wonder, what drove them to commit such heinous crimes? Was it a desire for power, a need for control, or something more sinister? The question is, Will we ever truly understand the mind of a serial killer, or will it remain a mystery forever? You've reached the end of this journey, but the darkness will stay with you forever. As you finish this video, you're left with a haunting question: what drives a person to commit such heinous crimes? Take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe, and share your theory on what makes a serial killer tick. But be warned, once you delve into the darkness, there's no turning back. The truth is out there, but are you prepared to face it?